Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Fights in Tight Spaces. This is a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program on February 24th, 2021. So it goes without saying that everything that you're about to see here, including this review, is subject to change. I'm actually recording this 2 days prior to the Early Access launch, so this is definitely like a pre-early access build. So what is Fights in Tight Spaces? Well, I covered the demo during one of the Steam festivals. I don't remember which one. But in this game, you are a secret agent, and it's a deck building, turn-based tactical game, and a roguelike all-in-one. The art reminds me of the intro sequence to James Bond Casino Royale. I don't know how many of you have watched Casino Royale, but the intro sequence had some really cool art. And you've got the same thing going on here, mainly black and white with red enemies and different things like that. So what are you going to be doing in this game? Well, like I said, you're a secret agent. You're going to be building a deck of cards as you play the game. And most of your time is going to be spent in a room, a very small room, trying to maneuver around it so that you don't get hit by the enemies within it, and then try and figure out ways to attack them at the same time and get rid of them. Typically, your objective is kill all of the enemies within a room. Sometimes you'll have to protect an ambassador, which does nothing but get in your way and take damage, and you're trying to protect them. But it's got also like a Slay the Spire advancement tree in the sense that you've got this branching, pathing tree, and okay, this time I get to choose. Do I want to go into this room over here and fight in here? Or do I want to go to this room over here and fight in here? And the rewards are going to be slightly different. Alright, I've beaten that encounter. I move on to the next decision tree. Do I want to go to the gym and upgrade a card? Or do I want to go to the infirmary and heal up? And so on. So, very typical deck building, roguelike, branching paths kind of thing. But again, what makes this game unique is the fighting system. Rather than being on the left side of the screen and there's enemies on the right and you're playing cards and, you're targeting. No, you've actually got this spatial grid that you're trying to work around. Some of your cards will be like Quick Strike, attack an enemy one space adjacent to you, or Slip, which means maneuver around an adjacent enemy. What's cool is that the enemies will maintain their attack pattern while your turn is going. So if, let's say that there's a guy with a gun aiming at you, and he can hit you if you don't do something, okay? If you manage to move out of the way, he will still shoot you, or shoot at you, I should say, but that bullet will continue and possibly hit an enemy. If you manage to duck out of the way, the enemy will still shoot his gun and hit anyone else that might be within his rate of fire. So that is really cool. I love that. So you can actually, you're surrounded by guys. They're all going to hit you. But you can slip around this one, then push him into where you were, and then his friends will then attack him instead. It's a cool system. So you're going to be spending 3 of your action points every turn, and each of your cards has a different cost, just like a deck building roguelike. And you're also going to be gaining combo points and momentum and different things to help you out as you continue doing this. The game isn't like fully fleshed out yet, and again, this is a pre-early access build, so that stands to reason. As of right now, there's, I want to say 4 different decks that you can choose, 4 different starting decks, but 3 of them are locked for me right now. I can only choose the balanced deck. And then there's I want to say there's the tutorial, then there's the mission that you can play, and then there's 4 or 5 that are locked after that. So you'll be unlocking more missions as you continue playing. But compared to other deck building roguelikes, there's not a whole lot going on here, but the melee and the spatial grid makes it just the tactical array of choices that you have, I think, set this game apart from everything else that I've ever played in this particular genre, and that's why I want to continue to play it. There's no RPG mechanics. I mean, some other deck building roguelikes I've played have given you the ability to attach like RPG chest plates and headgear to yourself and make yourself more powerful. There's none of that here. You can gain enhancements over time. There are like relics and other deck building roguelikes that are permanent buffs. So again, all that is typical. But I really hope that the developer doesn't stop here. The game is good as is, but it could be made even better with some more mechanics, with some new things to add to the mix to make your character stronger in different ways. I would love to see something like that. The enemies themselves are varied. I mean, you've got your regular melee people, you've got guys with guns, you've got this one guy with this welder suit on, and he blocks for 14 damage every round, so you're going to have to hit him a couple of times with some very strong attacks just to get through that armor and then attack him, then get out of the way because he's tough. Or, again, push him into the line of sight of some other, guy with a gun and hope that they kill him instead. So there's different ways to come at these different enemies. Some of these enemies have Overwatch, so it's not like you can just maneuver anywhere you want to. Some of them will just automatically attack you in the spot that you cross. So, again, there's a lot of different ways to mess up in this game if you're not careful. I do recommend it. I've played a gazillion rogue-like deck builders, but again, this one is so unique compared to other ones that I've played that I do recommend checking this out. Again, I do wish there was more than what there was, but it's a great start to a great game. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.